and Policy Subcommittee to order. It is February 7th, 2021. It is 6 p.m. Kathleen, you usually do the roll call, but seeing we're remote, I've got the paperwork. I'm going to do the roll call. Kathleen Hillman.
Here.
Diane Mayhew here. Bo Sullivan.
Here.
Before we start, I'd like to make a little, I don't know, I was going to say a little query, but to remind members that not to ask any questions or comments during this period unless you were a part of the subcommittee. There'll be time when it comes out to full committee for the first reading that we will accept comments and questions about the policies that we're bringing forward. Having said that, public participation excluding personnel is our first item on the agenda. Is there anyone that would like to address the subcommittee? Hearing none. Item number 2 on the agenda, school policy file BEDH, public participation. Could I have a motion, please?
Are we accepting this or changing it?
It's a motion for, we're amending it.
A motion to amend. I'd like to make a motion to amend file BEDH, public participation at school committee meetings.
And bring forward a recommendation to the full committee.
And bring forward a recommendation to the full committee.
Thank you. Do I hear a motion made? Do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you, Kathleen. So on this one, what we are looking to do is just simply adding wording to number 2. As you can see it in red, everything else is up to date. We want to add speakers must state their name along with their address. I think in the past we thought that we were under something with the city charter maybe, and we were just umbrellaed under that, but it's not so. So superintendent brought it forward to us to ask us to add this to number 2.
Okay.
Are there any questions?
Yeah, the only thing I got, Diane, is we're adding the address, but that does not matter if they're from Westfield or not. They can be wherever as long as they give us their address.
That's correct.
Okay. Yeah, no, everything else looked fine.
Any other questions?
Can I ask a question? No, right?
Who's that?
Kathleen, yes, Kathleen, you can. You're part of the committee.
Okay, I can ask a question.
Kathleen,
Yes.
sorry.
I'm like, okay. I have a question about the time. It says the chair shall determine the length of time. Right. Isn't that 30 minutes? Each speaker speaks 3 minutes.
The chair has the right to extend time.
But it doesn't say anything about the length of time.
Which one are you looking at, Kathleen?
Number one.
Yes, number one.
She's right. Does that mean, just for instance, the chair could say we're only doing 15 minutes tonight? I think that's what that means. So.
It is. He could cut it short, or Bo, he could say we're not going to have it.
I think that, we have the set time. And the chair, if he so declares, could determine a different length of time for sure.
Right, and that's what it says.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because in the last,
go ahead.
Because in the last meeting, somebody said there's 30 minutes of public participation to the mayor last time.
Correct. It's on every agenda for the meetings. It's clearly stated.
That's right. So I didn't know if this policy should say the same.
No, I think I like it the way it is. If the chair wants to make it only 15 minutes before a meeting, I think he has the right to do that.
Okay.
because if you remember, the mayor said we have 15 minutes of public participation tonight, and we all said, wait a minute, it's 30 minutes. The only reason it's 30 minutes is because that's what it says on the agenda. If 2 days before the meeting, the mayor wants to make that 15 minutes, he or she has the right to do so.
Oh, I didn't realize that. I
Yeah.
thought it was like a set policy as to how long.
No, because
Okay.
I think the school, the city council actually every now and then only does 15 minutes, right? Or the other commissions in town only do 15 minutes.
Yeah, 15 minutes is always the city council meeting. That's all they give you.
Right. So we've got it at 30 because we're nicer.
I agree.
No, other than that, Diane, I think we're good.
Okay, very good. I'll take a roll call. Kathleen Hillman,
Yes,
Diane Mayhew, yes, and Bo Sullivan.
Yes.
Very good, thank you. Item number 3 is School Committee Policy EEACC, School Conduct on School Buses.
I'd like to
Could I
make
have
a
a motion?
motion to amend policy EEAEC, student conduct on school buses, and bring the recommendation to the full committee.
second,
Okay, moved and seconded on this one. We are looking to update our old 1974 policy to amend with MASC's wording, updated wording, and to change file location to match MASC to EEAEC. Pam,
Yes,
if you'd like to jump in and update the committee on the changes that needed to be had.
sure. We took basically what MASC was recommending. And that was to put the Westfield School Committee and staff share with students and parents the responsibility. That first paragraph, we took the first paragraph of our original one out and put in the new paragraph. And then down below, on the last paragraph, we took out a piece and put in what MASC had recommended about ensuring the safety of all students. I don't know if you want me to, did you want me to read the whole thing, Diane?
No, because they've got it in front of them.
Okay,
Yeah,
They
no,
could see the change.
Yep.
They could see the changes that were crossed off, and
okay.
I had a question looking at it again, Pam, and I know we've looked at this a million times, but the first one, while the law requires that all school systems furnish transportation, do you think that needs to be in there or no? This is just about conduct.
Right, this is conduct.
This is not about transportation. This is just conduct on the school. Okay.
Right.
All right. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Can I ask a question?
Are there any other? Yeah.
Superintendent, yeah.
Sorry. So I'm reading, once a child boards the bus, and only at that time does he or she become the responsibility of the school system. I think there's case law that says otherwise.
Who, what?
If,
When
in other
do
words,
they become property of the school system?
I think I want to look at, because for example, if kids get into a fight on the way to the school bus, we discipline. But they're not on the school
Do?
bus yet. So if you read that
Right.
literally, it says that we can't, that they're only our responsibility when they're actually on the bus.
Right, once they, yeah. That's
But
what I
know
understood it.
We've had instances where before school things have happened that we've been involved in. I'm just curious if, I don't know, that's the one thing that caught my attention on this one.
So if they're waiting at a school bus
Bus
stop,
stop, what if they fight right there?
Why would that be our?
I
Why would that be
wouldn't
the
think
school
that'd be ours
department?
either.
I mean,
Right,
it would be different if I think that they were on school property fighting before they got on the bus. But if they
Right.
were on their own, like a side street, a city road, why would we have to discipline?
On the bus
when they're not
stop
even-
is when we've had behavior at the bus stop for sure that we've had to address.
Really?
Yeah, just as a principal and as a superintendent.
So the only other option would be,
Yeah, but I don't want
We
to,
could-
that could be opening up a can of worms. Maybe I'm overthinking it.
well, we could take it out, or because MASC does not have that wording in their updated policy.
Right.
And we could certainly take it out, or we could table it. If you wanted to look at it more.
At least let me
Are
run it
you-
by Russ.
Pardon?
At
Wow.
least let me run it by Russ, unless you already have.
I'm pretty sure it already went to Russ. Is Cindy Minicucci on?
Yep.
Yes, Hi, Cindy. We usually send everything to him, don't we? We forward it to him.
Not everything, Diane. I did not send this to Russ.
You don't.
I did not.
Well, why don't we? Sorry, Pam.
No, that's okay.
Why don't we table it then? Because I think we're gonna end up with tabling probably JICC also, because that is
Yeah,
the
'cause
reference policy. Yeah. Okay. Hold on. Let me just update this. Be tabled. Could I have a motion to table?
Um, oh, I
You
hate
need
to
a
do
motion?
that, but I can't imagine that we're in charge of them when they just leave their house.
Bo, I think it's at least at the bus stop. And I feel as though there's some kind of case law. I mean, it might just make me, I mean, I don't know, to get it right, to get it to Russ, but.
I guess it doesn't matter, right? As long as Pam is okay with that and waiting another meeting.
Yeah, oh, I'm fine with waiting, but I was always under the impression that it wasn't until the child stepped onto the bus that we became responsible. And once we delivered them back to that bus stop, that was the end.
Right, okay. All right, like to make a motion to table file EEAEC student conduct on school buses.
Second,
Seconded. All in favor?
You gotta do a roll call.
Aye.
roll call.
Roll call.
Oh, yeah, because we're remote. Sorry. Kathleen Hillman,
Yes,
Diane Mayhew, yes, and Bo Sullivan.
Yes.
Right, that's tabled. Thank you.
So do we have to do that for all of them?
No, it's just,
I don't even see
JICC.
Why would JICC be tabled? I'm reading through it. I don't see the same language.
it's the second paragraph.
it's there.
Yeah. Once a
Yeah.
child boards a school bus and only at that time.
Correct.
I make a motion to table.
Okay.
All of them?
Okay, hold on, I gotta change the wording here.
JICC.
Okay, Kathleen motioned. Can I have a second?
Second.
Bo seconded. Roll call, Diane Mayhew, yes. Kathleen Hillman
Yes,
and Bo Sullivan.
Yes.
Sorry about that, guys. 6
All right.
is school committee policy, JICC. I think we can do bus transportation.
So just to point out, it says the authority of the school begins and ends at the bus stops. That's the first sentence.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
See that.
Can't do any of these.
So that is a contradiction too.
Yep.
So I think we're better off just getting it straightened out with Russ.
Yeah.
Stefan, did we make a mistake and not send this to you? That would have been on me.
I was in Florida, so you didn't send it to me.
No, this would
But
have
I
been
got, but I did get them from, I just didn't catch that part until,
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. All right. Because all we were going to do on this one was file location
Change the location, right.
along with a few minor
Yes.
amendments in it. There wasn't much to that one. Okay, we'll get
Couple
that
words.
straight. And
well, and then we'll have the same
Um,
language on all of the policies together.
okay,
Mhm.
yes, Yes, because they're all kind of yeah. Okay, so let me get this one for motion to table. Oh, boy, guys, sorry about everything.
I make a motion to table, JICC. Bus
Second.
transportation.
Second.
Okay, motion to table and seconded. Roll call. Diane Mayhew, yes. Kathleen Hillman
Yes.
and Bo Sullivan.
Yes.
Boy, that took 15 minutes, guys. I don't think we've ever run into a problem like this, so I apologize
No.
over and over again.
Diane, you can always count on transportation being a problem.
Pam, Pam, we almost got it there.
And just so you know, Diane and everybody else, that transportation policy was adopted back in 1974 and I was graduating from Westville High School, just so you know.
I was a freshman.
That was the first year at the new high school, right?
Yes, it
It
was.
was just built.
That's
Yeah.
right.
See, look at that. We don't need a new high school. We don't need a new Pam either.
That's
Everything's
right.
perfect the way it is, right?
Oh,
Buses.
It scares me that you
Right,
know
well,
that, Bo.
well, this meeting ended.
Motion to adjourn.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Can I have a second on the motion to adjourn?
Oh, second.
It is 6:17 p.m.
We need a roll call,
Diane
don't we?
May?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm doing that now.
Okay,
Diane
sorry.
Mayhew, yes. Kathleen Hillman
Yes.
and Bo Sullivan.
Yes.
Oh, now what are we going to do for half an hour? Oh,